videos like this. It's been a long time. Ooh, I hope I don't make the girlies too mad on this one. This is not just based on the last school. It's like my whole teaching career in a nutshell. I'm gonna get in trouble for this video. What a wonderful world. What a wonderful world. Hey guys, it's me, Cheryl, the activity author, and I am coming to you on a little bit of a different note today. As you read by the channel, yes, I quit my teaching job, and bittersweet moment, but I'm here to explain, okay? Hopefully I don't make nobody mad in this video because I'm gonna come with a lot of truths, a lot of my truths. Why not? I mean, most of my life I felt like I've been sugarcoating things and just like, you know, not opening up enough. New beginnings, why not? Why? It's a chance here to open up and just give you guys a slice of my life, a piece of me, especially my subscribers on here, and just kind of shed light, I guess, on a little bit about me, my aspirations, my dreams, my goals. So without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into this. So I am a theater teacher. I taught theater, you know, acting, to be or not to be, at a middle school level for 10 years. If you see me looking down, I have my notes. I don't want to forget anything and I don't want to ramble because I don't want this video to be too long. I am a children's book author. I recently started that career path and it has been so awesome for 2 years now. And quick plug-a-dug-dug. First book that I wrote is called My Daddy Doesn't Need a Cape. This book is sold everywhere. Just Google it. But if you want an autograph copy, get it from me, activityauthor.com. My second book, New Baby Coming, New Baby Here. This one is to help younger siblings get ready for the new baby or the new family member in the household. This book, very cute, nice little rhymey patterns, a children's book author, and yeah, check it out. Good time. This one's really popular. It's almost got 100 5-star reviews on Amazon. Toot toot. Anyway, so back to who I am. I'm also an arts and crafts guru, meaning I love making children's crafts. First tapped into it as a theater teacher because I'm cheap and I don't like to go to the store and buy props because I had a budget. So I wanted to spend my budget on things that are necessary, like costumes. Guys, I'm trying not to look at the viewfinder. I keep looking at the viewfinder. I got a new camera, so I'm trying to look at y'all, not that. Anyway, I didn't want to spend my budget on props because you can make props. That's when I first found my love into making crafts. You know, I made lots of things. Anyway, wife and a mother. I have 2 kids, ages 4, she's going on 5. Malia she just turned 3 last month. So that's who I am. My bachelor in fine arts in theater from North Carolina A&T, Aggie Pride. A concentration is in acting. And also have my MAT, which is Master in Art and Teaching in Theater Education. Degrees on degrees, you know, girl certified, just saying. I've also worked at a couple children's theaters. In a nutshell, I basically taught 6th through 8th grade students how to act on stage, how to be confident, public speaking, how to write scripts, how to perform, be believable. I also had honors class, so I taught them a little bit more thoroughly, you know, getting into character. I taught them that. I directed plays. I always did 2 productions a year, and I taught tech theater, directed plays and musicals. Okay, so there's 3 purposes to this video, okay? My first reason is to basically, like the title said, state why I quit. If you're aspiring to be a teacher, just kind of give you a heads up into the teaching game, what you can expect, things you gotta think about before you make the decision to come into this education world, okay? Second reason is to tell you guys what's next, because yeah, I'm not teaching, but that don't mean I'm retiring, I'm sitting on the couch and I'm just eating bonbons, being a stay-at-home mom. No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm gonna be hustling, honey. This is a new phase in my life, okay? All right, okay. The last thing is basically to say goodbye to my students. That was the hardest part of making this decision. So I'm gonna save that part to the end. So if you're my student, I got a special message for you at the end. Number 1, I felt that I wasn't growing. I'm talking about not growing, meaning not using all of my gifts that God has provided me. I felt like I would come into work and I would just do the same thing over and over again. And I know what y'all thinking, man, just change up the lesson plans. I've done that. I've done different lessons. I've done different things with my students, different strategies, all types of things. I guess in my school, if you are an elective teacher, you really don't have a staple in the school. I felt more like the place where the kids go to get away from the core teachers so they can take a break and the core teachers can take a break. And I was the person that just kind of, I mean, not saying that my class didn't matter, but that's what I felt. I felt like I was just the relief for the real teachers, the core teachers, you know? So I felt like if you weren't like a core teacher, you really didn't get any opportunities to like grow as far as leadership. I haven't seen anybody on my team grow or get any leadership, and there are some pretty awesome teachers that was on my team. I did not necessarily want to grow up that ladder of being admin. I did not want to be like an assistant principal. I didn't want to be a principal. I didn't want to do any of that. But what was next for me? My number one reason, the reason why I was just like, it's time to go, is because I don't feel that I was really growing. You know, I was a teacher, it was fun, but then what's next? I like to keep elevating. I like to keep growing. Oh, number 2. The hours. If you are a teacher, you better pay attention to if your school is a late school or not. And when I say a late school, I mean a school that pretty much lets out after 3:30. Because after 3:30, the day is dead.
The day is dead.
Meaning, when I get home, if it's daylight savings, fall back, whatever, one of the two things. If it's that, sometimes in the fall, I would come home and it would be nighttime. And then I would get up in the morning and it would be like sunlight. Then when you come home, it's nighttime. And what that does to my body, it just makes me like, sluggish. I don't want to do anything. When I come home, I just want to get ready to go to bed and sleep. I got a family. I got to hang with my kids, right? My school was from 9:15 to 4:15, I believe, right? School. I would be there all day long and I would just be like thinking about outside and like, what are people doing outside of this? Like everybody's having a life except me. That's what I felt like. So I just did not like the hours. If I was to work in a high school, I felt like I would love the hours more. They let out at like 2:15 and that would have been perfect. But you got to get up so early. So school hours just were not for me. Number 3. The school environment. I know every school environment is different. I taught at 3 different schools. Each school was totally different. Now, this last school that I worked at, I felt like it was like a every man for themselves. You know, like everybody was like in competition with everybody. So it was like, it wasn't too much collaboration going on, in my opinion. I don't feel like people were like collaborating enough. I like schools where everybody's like working together and being inventive and just coming up with lots of things and just feeling like that togetherness. I did not feel that togetherness. I just didn't feel like people wanted to collaborate, especially after COVID. Everybody was kind of like over it. COVID done shucked the world, and it just, I don't even know if it's even gonna go back to being the same. You know, before COVID, it was more collaboration, but after COVID, I felt like everybody was just in their own career path, in their own lane, and I don't like that. I like collaborating. I like having fun. I like laughing and playing and just meeting and just bonding with folks, and I could not deal with just being by myself, collaborate, and just, you know, bond. Number 4, too much of a workload. Guys, I used to call my school middle college. It's a middle school, but I call it middle college because at my school, like, it's a A+++++ school, right? Kids are smart. It was just the fact that you had to do a club, and then I had to direct, and then I had to teach, and then I had to do this, and then I had to do that. And it's like the work never stopped. It's never a time where you can just be like, I'm done. No, it's never you're done. It's like you always have to go to the next thing. And I was like, man, like, yes, this is cool because I like to always be on my toes. I like to keep moving, but
the pay ain't matching up with what I'm doing.
It was a given. Okay, I'm taking homework home and I'm grading journals on the weekend, but at the same time, y'all, it's just too much. And if you worked at my school, you already know it's not to knock the school. You know what I'm saying? I love that they do so much because it helps the kids. However, it was just too much, especially for the pay. Now let's talk about the pay. Number 5, the pay. Inflation is happening and my pay ain't going up. So the math ain't mathin'. I'm making life decisions at the gas pump. I get 10 on pump number 2, or do I get bread at the Food Lion? Like, no, I shouldn't be living like this, y'all. I'm about to be 40 and I don't want to be working multiple jobs just to like make a decent income. You know what I'm saying? I don't take a lot of vacations and I don't travel a lot because it's expensive, and I don't really have that cushion to do it if I wanted to. And I know some of y'all saying,
well, you can save a little bit every...
Yeah, I got 2 kids. I don't even get paid for directing. I didn't tell y'all that. Football coaches and basketball coaches get paid to do their job. Me, as a theater teacher, I didn't get paid to direct. I would be at my school early before school started because it was such a late school. I would be there rehearsing with kids for free. Some of y'all might be, oh, it's in your salary. No. 70-something kids in a musical for free. And the thing is, I love it though. That's why I did it. I love it. At the end of the day, I gotta live.
I just wanna live.
Number 6, disrespectful students and parents. Y'all, I don't know what this pandemic has done to y'all, what COVID has done to y'all, but y'all done lost y'all minds. A lot of these kids, I have never seen some of the most disrespectful kids that will look you in your face and call you everything but the child of God. I'm telling you. And guess what? Their parents will back them up. Call home or I email home is always my fault. Back in my day, my mama would have, I wouldn't be here talking to y'all if I would have been back talking to teacher, let alone cursing her out for telling me what? Take out my earbuds, put your phone up. Telling these kids to put up their phone is like literally telling them to jump off a cliff, because that's what they take it that way. They're like,
oh my God, my phone. I can't live without it.
And if you tell them to put their phone up, all hell gonna break loose. I take their phone and I give it to the admin and they gonna get it back, or they might get it back the next block, and then they come back in class and they do it all over again. I always had good classroom management. I had a really strict mentor teacher when I was student teaching. I learned a lot from him. I had a no nonsense rule. Like, if I tell you to do something, you gonna do it. And if you don't do it, we gonna have some problems. Like, I felt like at a point, like the parents were running the school. Teachers did not have a voice. Why am I here? You know what I'm saying? I'm just here to get beaten up every day. Number 7, but we about to open up. She about to open up. Not enough support. Now, when I say not enough support, if the air condition broke, it would be hot. It would be hot. Your upper lip would start getting a little beady beads and start sweating. Now imagine being in a hot auditorium with 40 stinky 6th graders. I've said something, but it's not gonna get fixed. And it's not just one time, it's every year. Every year I can look forward to this special date right around the end of February when the air conditioner will stop working miraculously. It'll probably get fixed when? May. It was just not safe. It was not safe to have kids in that environment, especially when they're trying to create. And theater is not a class where you just sit down and write. You get up, you move, you act, you express yourself. So it's like a sport. So we had to be comfortable, you know what I'm saying? But I dealt with that years on years on years. So what could I do? It's done now. It's done. Okay. I don't even know what number I'm on anymore. Okay, that number, the number on the screen. Safety. I know y'all look at the news. I know y'all know what's going on. Y'all see all these devastating things happening at all of these schools. But this word here, I just didn't feel safe. It was a lot of threats happening at that time. I felt like it was a fad. I felt like kids were basically getting ideas from TikTok and just running with them without having any common sense. I just didn't feel safe. Like, there was a lot of entryways in my school that were not, I mean, yes, it was locked, but all somebody had to do was open it from the inside and whoever wanted to could walk in. My school did also have cameras, but I mean, a camera won't stop somebody from coming in and doing what they gotta do. We didn't have metal detectors, so kids could bring whatever they wanted to bring. I actually had a student have a weapon in my classroom. Not that kind of a weapon, but it was a weapon. Okay, it could have did some damage. So my safety, I just felt like every time I was teaching, I had to look over my shoulder and just make sure, like, in my head, I'm like, okay, if somebody comes in here and they do this, where am I gonna go? Where am I gonna run? Because I had a lot of doors, y'all. I just could never be comfortable and never let my guard down. And then if it wasn't that being a issue, it was a lot of fighting. I'm a person where I love peace.
I'm a hippie.
I like peace and love and tranquility. I don't like fighting. I don't like drama. I don't like toxicity. I don't like none of that, okay?
Oop, you step on my Jordans, we about to scrap.
And it's just like, why? Fights have always been in schools, yes. Kids fight, people fight, adults fight, everybody fights, right? But it was just becoming excessive. Like, it was just like it felt like at my school, it was like every week there was a new fight. And I'm just like, I don't want to be having to have my guard up walking down the hallway, just making sure, like, especially when the kids are crowded in the hallway or having transitions. I don't like stopping fights. I always tell my students, if they start fighting, I'm gonna run. I'm not breaking up no fights. I'm not equipped for that. They don't pay me for that. No. I never felt like a sense of relaxation where I could just teach and be in the moment and enjoy myself. I'd be watching kids' performances, but my ear would be at that door and I'd be listening in the hallway, making sure ain't no loud sounds happening. You see what I'm saying? This number. Unfair grading system. I've never been a teacher that really cared too much about grades. I'm not like a strict teacher on grades. I mean, I give kids the grade they deserve. I really am in it for the outcome. So I want to teach students, and then I want them to, their outcome, I want it to show me that they understand the concept. When I say unfair grading system, I just didn't like how if a student didn't turn in any work, they still had an opportunity to turn it in the whole year. Pacified the kids too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to teach them responsibilities because this real world is going to chew them up and spit them out. I can't just work at my job and be like, oh, I'm going to turn it in whenever I feel like it, you know, like, no, you can't do that. And I'm all about getting kids ready for the real world because I want them to be able to be upstanding adults, because when I'm in a nursing home, when I'm like 99, I need whoever's taking care of me, I need them to know what they're doing. But in a sense, I did not agree with being able to let kids turn in work whenever. And it felt like that, you know what I'm saying? A 2-week max for kids to turn in any late work, and if they don't turn it in, don't turn it in. Now, I understand the pandemic also has shifted the way we have our education system is. I understand that, okay? A lot of it is just kind of trying to build kids up to get them back to the way it kind of was, right? I get that, but when are we going to hold them accountable? And I didn't think it was fair, because especially for the kids that do their work on time, let's say they don't get everything correct and they get an 80, right? That same student that didn't do that work in August, when they turn it in October, they still have a chance to get an 82. And I was like, how does that even make sense? If you're an aspiring teacher, go look at the grading system and see what the policy is and see if you agree with it or not. I didn't agree with mine. But the last reason why I decided to quit teaching is because I wanted to invest in myself. Yep, I wanted to invest in me.
I had to choose me first, Lucius.
What that means is I have been born with so many talents. I hate to say that to sound braggy. I'm not, but I am an only child. My mom put me in everything, okay? Piano teacher, I play piano, I write plays, I act in plays, I direct plays. Now I write children's books, and I do so many things, but I felt like when I say invest in my talents, I did not see myself being a teacher and retiring as a teacher. I always saw myself being a teacher for a little while, you know, inspiring some kids, helping some kids, because I always want to help kids. And I think my brand is all about helping kids and just, you know, educating. I love that. But I never saw myself being in a classroom for like 30 years, 35, I don't know, whatever. I want to own my own children's network. I want to own my own children's theater, produce. I want to direct. I want to do things in my field. And that was ultimately my biggest decision on leaving, because I'm over here teaching kids how to follow their dreams and, you know, follow their goals in life. And I'm sitting here not I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, where I know that that's not all that God has for me. Life is short, guys. Like, I've lost a couple colleagues like back to back. I lost colleagues, and what that taught me is it taught me that I need to live my life. I need to do everything that I can so I have no regrets. Basically follow my dreams. And I'm not going to be afraid of failing. Failing isn't an option for me. I know if I put my mind to it, I can do it. Just like I teach my students, put your mind to it, you can do it. So my thing is, I wanted to finally, I got the courage and the confidence to invest in myself. Yes, I know money's gonna be unstable, but it's not about the money. It's about me spreading my love and my joy of theater and education to the world. I love entertaining. I love writing. I love imitating real life. I love expressing myself. And I felt like, yes, I did get aspects of that in teaching. I did, you know, but it wasn't the end all be all. Is that what they call it? So I just wanted to invest in myself. So what's next? I want to write more children's books. Okay. I have 2 so far. My goal and my dream is to write 100. Yes, 100. Secondly, I am a content creator. So if you're watching this, you're watching my channel. You should subscribe and like this video if you like me hearing about my life and my experiences and things like that. My main thing I do on this channel is I take children's books and I turn it into arts and crafts. Taking this book here, reading it, and coming up with a cool craft my book-inspired craft series. I want to continue doing that, helping authors come up with really cool, easy crafts to do with their books. And this, y'all, this is so easy. This is construction paper, paper towel roll, and some googly eyes. Look how cute this is. I do want to entertain, so I want to also get behind the camera or in front of the camera, and I want to do some more acting, because I feel like what acting does for me, it's like my release. It helps me, if I have a stressful day, it just makes me feel better, and I just want to get back into my first love, which is acting too. What else is next? I want to provide services for teachers and authors where I write lesson plans for them and their books if they're going to school visits or if they're doing like vendor events. And my dream goal is to own a children's network. So when I say own a children's network, it's kind of like, you know how Disney Junior? I want to have my own like Disney Junior, my own like Nick Jr. Kind of thing where it has a variety of children's shows where it's educational, it's fun, it teaches about different cultures. I want to have a lot of diverse characters on my network. And people that don't always get represented on TV, I want to provide that. Okay.
This Gullah Geechee girl from Charleston, I swear.
This last section is dedicated to my students. So if you're my student, come closer. Come closer. Come closer. Okay, not that close. Anyway. All right, so listen up, students. Y'all have been my absolute... Oh, God, I'm not going to cry on this part.
I'm not gonna cry on this part. Oh, so dramatic. Okay.
To my students, I'm thinking about my honors babies right now as I speak. Oh, my honors drama babies. I really, 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 really wanted to be there for y'all last year in middle school. However, Miss Smiley done listed everything to tell you guys about why I left. So y'all should hopefully understand by now, okay? Please don't give your new teacher a headache, okay? That's number one. Be good. I will come back up in there. Don't make me come back up in there. If y'all didn't learn anything from me, I want y'all to learn and just take after what I'm doing. Don't give up on your dreams. Don't give up on your goals. Believe in yourself, okay? I know I always tell y'all on the stage, project! You know, y'all know I always say that. Project, or, you know, I don't believe you. You're not believable, right? Just believe in yourself. Set your goals. If you want to be a rapper, if you want to be an actor, if you want to be a songwriter, if you want to be a dancer, if you want to be a comedian,
do it.
Do it. There's nobody stopping you but you. Nobody stopping you but you. And guess what? If you don't follow your path, only you are going to live with your regrets, okay? If I made you like acting and I gave you joy and I just opened up this whole world, please explore it, okay? Okay, I don't want y'all to think, oh, Miss Smiley's gone, I'm never gonna act again. No, please don't. I love y'all to pieces. I think about y'all all the time. I have all your letters. I have all the things y'all made for me. I keep even the little gift card slips that said, thank you for being a great teacher. I keep all of that. I have all of that in a box and I look through it occasionally and it just tears me up that I have such adorable, loving kids that care about me. Like at the end of the day, I knew y'all loved me and I loved y'all back. Y'all knew I was y'all drama mama, okay? I will forever be your drama mama, okay? So if you don't learn anything from what I taught you, please learn from this message right here. Don't give up on yourself. Invest in yourself. And keep growing, keep elevating, keep looking for ways to make a difference in this world because we need each and every one of you. You are special, okay? You are special, you are unique, and you all have a gift and a talent. So please continue to tap into that, whether it's creatively, whether it's logistically, whatever. Yeah, I'm practicing what I'm preaching. Because remember, the number one thing, what I tell y'all, I'm not going to tell y'all to do something that I wouldn't do myself. I always tell y'all that, right? Okay. All right, so I love y'all to pieces. Y'all can always hit me up. Y'all know where I am. I'm not going to be on that school Instagram anymore, but I will be on my Instagram. Y'all can follow me if you want. Activity Author. See what I'm doing. See what I'm getting into. All right, my information's in the description box. Just email me. If you're having a bad day, I got you. If you need a letter recommendation, I got you. I'm going to miss you guys, but I got to put me first, Lucius. Okay, I'm done. All right, guys, that is the end of this video. I hope that shed some light into why I left the teaching profession. You guys enjoyed this, like I said. Go ahead and like. I am planning and trying to be more open with you guys. I have nothing but time now. All right, this is what I'm doing. And hopefully God has a plan for me that's going to take me to the promised land and help me get my goals and my dreams. All I can do is try and put myself out there. So if you want more of me, subscribe to the YouTube channel. You'll see me once a week. I'm on Instagram most of the time when I'm not on YouTube. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. This is not goodbye. This is hello. Hello. Bye, peace.